what exactly do you mean by information? What do you want me to send? What specifically do you want? What information specifically are you looking for? Secret number 5, need more information. I need a lot more information. I mean, this is so interesting. This is so cool. I'm my partner and we have the budget. We are willing to pay for it. It's all good. But you know what? I need some more information. I mean, if I had some more information, I would definitely be part of this. Like, can you please give me this information? Can you give me, I mean, I need a lot of information. If you send me this information, then I'll definitely be part of it. So what's the psychology behind this? People won't take action if they cannot logically justify it. This is a person who emotionally bought. So you might have heard about so many sales conversations, sales trainers talk about, and originally like a person called Jay Abraham talked about this a lot. People buy emotionally and justify with logic. One more time, people buy emotionally and justify with logic. So they bought emotionally, but they are not able to justify with logic. They are not able to logically justify what they bought. So that's why they're asking this question, I need more information for my logical brain. Why am I touching here when I say logical brain? Essentially, a lot of logics and a lot of critical thinking, it's on the front area of your brain. So a lot of emotions and irrational thinking are on the lower part of your back part of your brain. So here you already bought it. From the back side, you already bought it, but the front side is not completely bought in. The subconscious is ready. The emotional brain is ready. But you know what? This is all good, but what if I make a mistake? It doesn't logically make sense. That's what they're saying when they're asking for more information. Makes sense? So that is that objection. So people won't take action unless and until they could logically justify it. They should be able to feel that, okay, I'm spending this money. I could, like, for example, there's one of my friend who had a decent car, and he said, you know what, I want to buy a BMW. And this is a person from India, and he used to be a friend of mine. And then he's like, oh, I want to buy a BMW. I'm like, why are you buying a BMW? Do you have a decent car? Why do you need a BMW? He's like, okay, I'm going to this thing called BNI, where we network with other business people. And in that group, everybody has BMW. And if I'm going on this car and people think that I'm poor or something, I cannot do this because if I have a BMW, they will treat me like one, right? They treat me like, and I'm going to have so much more business because people are going to see that, oh, he has a BMW, he's good, right? He is like our standard person. He's not one of those guys who will come on a four-wheel, like cheap car. He's a BMW guy. He's one of our guys. And then that's his logical justification. But did he have more business after he bought the BMW? Probably a little bit more, but not significantly. Do you see that? We want to logically justify what we are doing. I wanted to buy a luxury car like 10 years ago. I was into cars too. I'm still into cars. And I wanted to buy a luxury car. I had a reasonably good car before, and then I wanted to buy a slightly more expensive car, slightly more high budget, like more money car. And my justification was same. Like, for example, I used to drive a Toyota Camry at the time, and I met a guy who initially started this idea of Botox. You know, if you don't know what Botox is, basically it's one way to torture yourself and also like make you feel younger. And then they do this like special things and injections and everything to make sure that you look young. And he actually kind of expanded that Botox idea all over the US, and he was a person who he's a doctor who teaches other doctors how to do Botox. And then I met him at a kind of an exclusive premium event, and I met him, and I'm going on a Camry to meet with him, and he has a Maserati and his wife has a Maserati, right? So two people with Maserati, probably both of them are $100,000 or more, like really expensive ones. And I go to him, I went on a Camry, and I'm like, I see his Maserati in front of it. I'm like, I took my Camry and like I kind of hid it somewhere like on the side because I'm a business consultant. I'm teaching him, helping him how to grow his business. And we were discussing about scaling and how to build his business. And I'm going on a Toyota Camry, which is amazing car. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful for having a Camry. But that day I'm like, you know what? A Camry is not enough for me. If I'm going to deal with these people, I'm going to buy something more expensive. And so I ended up buying a more expensive car. So do you see that? This is what I call as logical justification. Doesn't make any sense. He doesn't even care whether I come on Camry or do I walk. As long as I know what I'm doing, it's fine. In developed countries. In developing countries, it might be slightly different, but there are exceptions there. But for the most part, the point is people need to have a logical justification for what they're buying. And if they have that logical justification, what happens is they'll end up buying it. Okay, cool. So the strategy is convert information request into a commitment. So if they are requesting an information, how do you convert that into a commitment? We'll talk about that in a second. So the tactics is ask the prospect something like this. What exactly do you mean by information? What do you want me to send? What specifically do you want? What information specifically are you looking for? And then say, okay, I need this information, this information, this information. Okay, let's say I give you this information. Are you ready to start our service, our product today? Start using our product today. At that point, you know exactly if they're just BSing. They're just, I need more information, and they just want to get out of the conversation. That's what it is. You'll come to know at that point. Are you ready to start business today? Start working today, working with us today? If I give that information and you are completely satisfied with the information, are you willing to get started today? That's when they're like, oh, I need to talk to my wife, my partner. I need to think about it. I'll get back to you. You know how to handle those things because I already shared that with you. So you could handle them. It might be coming this way to other places, other objections, or from other objections to here. But the point is, you know how to do that. And are you ready to do business today? If I'm able to handle and give you those information that you're looking for. Cool. Okay. Now, and another option is, are you willing to spend this money we are talking about to solve the problem that you have? This is another question that you could straight ask. Imagine our services are around $5,000 to $10,000. Services are around $50,000 to $60,000. Are you willing to invest that kind of money to solve this problem? That gives you the indication. Let's say I'm able to get you the information. Let's say I'm able to get you this information and you're completely happy with the additional information that you're looking for, which I'll provide you, everything that you're looking for. In fact, I plan to provide you right now. But if I do, and if you're satisfied, are you willing to spend this much money to this much money and this project? And all of a sudden they're like, oh, I have like only $300 budget. Okay, then you could say goodbye. Thank you so much for your time. And, have an amazing life or something like that. And then conclude the conversation. Well, because otherwise you're wasting your time talking back and forth. I need this information, that information, this information. Essentially what they're saying is they're not willing to work with you. Right. And at that point, they are still like, okay, I have the budget, but I still need more information. Right. And that's what I'll give you all the information. I'll give you all the information. But if I'm giving you all the information and you're satisfied with this, are you willing to get started with us? At that point, they'll tell you exactly what they're thinking. We need to be very clear, very specific, very bold in our sales, in our persuasion conversation. That's how you handle that objection. So next one is, I'm not interested. I mean, if this is all cool, this is good. Oh my gosh, this is a fancy, beautiful product, but I'm not interested. I'm not interested in working with you. I'm not interested in a product or service. So what do we do? I'm not interested. That's it. How do we handle that? That's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. But before that, one action. Collect all the relevant information, keep it with you. Today, in the next 24 hours, when you go for a next sales conversation, service, product, whatever, as a business owner, when you go there, and if you have a team of people who are selling for you, ask them to collect those information and make sure that they are ready. For example, these are the 17 things that people asked us over the last 3 years, 2 years. Collect all of them together. Most of the important repeated requests, make sure that you have it ready in a folder, in a file, on a document, on a PDF, whatever, on a Word document. Have it ready so that when they ask you, you are prepared. You could just, yeah, okay, this is what you're looking for. Oh, this is what you're looking for. This is what you're looking for. All of a sudden, they can move forward with you really fast. So prepare all the information that they're looking for in advance. So you are prepared to move to the next level. Amazing job. You finished 5 videos on this series. Great job. I just want to congratulate you for amazing commitment, and put that in the comment and let me know what was the best thing that you learned from today. What is the best thing that you're going to implement today, starting today in your business? And what is the best way you are going to handle? What's the question you're going to ask when somebody says, you know what, I need more information? This is a question you're asking for. This is a question you're asking, which is, what specific information are you looking for? Let's say if I provide this information, are you willing to start today? So this way you clearly understand what is going on. So put that in the chat. And in addition to that, or another option is put in the chat and let me know that you are committed to handling objections. I'm committed to handling objections so that my business can grow to the next level. And if you have a sales team, say that I'm going to get my sales team to learn and master how to handle objections. I'll see you tomorrow with not interested. Are you interested in it? I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.